You're not sure we're perfectly normal. Yeah, okay. I wasn't so sure yesterday either, after the event. Hi everybody, I'm Ingrid WOLTER. I'm an ISU technical controller for ice dance and an ISU referee for ice dance singles and pairs. And my job here in the Junior Grand Prix in Linz is the technical controller for ice dance. So we are here sitting together, the so-called technical panel. We have the job of looking at the elements all the dance couples have in their program, and in finding out what kind of features they do, because the elements themselves can be made more difficult and get a higher value by having more and difficult features. Exit. I question the split. Yes, question mark, no. So this is a lot of material one has to take in very, very quickly. And that is why we sit in the practice time and try to find and see what they are doing. We write that down in a kind of shorthand, which every person devises for him or herself. For instance, I draw a lot. You can see that later on the sheets we have, whereas others just do it in numbers, which frightens me. I couldn't do that, but there are number people, so that would be fine for them. And when it comes to the competition, we transfer the elements and the features onto the competition sheet. Of course, no level at all, because we have to see what could be there is really performed. And that is then what we mark down. But it speeds up everything very quickly. Usually we have two technical specialists. These are my two colleagues, Roxanne and Helen. And the one calls mainly the man and the other mainly the woman. And if we have, for instance, a spin in which both are involved, it is the specialist one who does the call of the level. Also to the team belong the data operator. He puts in the levels and the elements we call into the program and the software, so that the judges on their judges stand get the elements in the right order on their screen, because they have to evaluate the quality. And we have a video cutter, of course, because we have one whole program of 3 to 4 minutes, and we just need the little clips, which are also used to review by the judges and by us, whatever is shown. And so the video cutter cuts as soon as we say this element is coming up. That is, one of the technical specialists always says, next element, and then the element they know, they can prepare what they have to cut. And then the specialist one says the element when it starts. As soon as the program is finished, again, the data gives us the number of elements, also on which we called a review. A review is something we call when we are not quite sure whether it was really seen what we saw. For instance, we have two people on the ice, and in a step sequence, one of them could well hide the steps of the other by just being there, obviously. So then we would need, as an example, a review to see whether we can really have a look at the other steps. If not, we go with what we have seen and go always with the skater. I think that completes the whole process. I'm afraid it was more than 3 sentences. Never mind, we can cut.